A meteorite.
Cool. Can I touch it?
Yes, sir.
It's meteorite, not kryptonite, right?
Ever since the premiere of Pawn Stars in 2009, there has been a growing interest in the pawn industry, drawing attention to the many unique finds that pass through this industry. The show was able to weave narratives that don't just entertain, but also engage viewers in the historical values of these items. However, there have been some recent rumors that the show might just have run its course. But Rick Harrison himself has made revelations on what fans of the show should expect next, which sounds even better than what has been on ground all this while. Care to learn more about this revelation from Rick? Then you're in the right place. It was indeed a shock for the fans of Pawn Stars, as there had come a rumor about its cancellation. The series, which blended both historical education and entertainment, has gained a very devoted fan base since it started in 2009. Much to the displeasure of these fans, who had already grown quite accustomed to having the show on television, as they learn about rare and valuable items while being entertained with banter between the Harrisons and their expert friends, word was spreading about the series' sudden cancellation. Speculation over the axing of this show was due to a number of reasons. One reason for this is that Rick Harrison, the lead personality of the show, experienced personal tragedy. Rick recently lost his son Adam and was still in the mourning stage. For this very reason, it was anticipated that Rick may leave the show to look after his family as well as mourn his son's death. Although nothing was confirmed officially, this personal loss was considered by many a major reason for canceling the show or for Rick to take a hiatus. Moreover, when the episodes were not on air for quite some time, the fan base felt a need to question the reason behind it. Some speculated that this was perhaps because of the continued difficulties with production, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic halting numerous television schedules worldwide. Another rumor milling around among fans is the theory that maybe the series had finally run its course after it had been on for over a decade. While it has generally been a very enjoyable series, there is a belief by some that the format has become somewhat repetitive and the producers may want to wrap up the show before it starts to wear off its welcome. Others began speculating that the possible cancellation had to do with shifts in the reality TV world. With all the interest in streaming services and more niche programming, the belief was that Pawn Stars could no longer pull in significant viewership in a shifting media landscape. The idea of declining ratings was part of the speculation, although no evidence has emerged to support a decline in popularity. The mere mention of Pawn Stars coming to a close was depressing to many viewers. It wasn't just about pawning on the show. There was an engaging mix of history lessons, entertainment, and charisma, courtesy of the Harrison family, that commanded a great deal of respect from its fans. Viewers liked it because the show informed them of many historical artifacts and the importance associated with them. And at the same time, it could also provide humor and drama, thanks to the interactions of the cast members. There was an interesting mix of expert appraisals, discoveries of rare items, and negotiations, all of which combined to present an educational yet lighthearted experience for the viewer. With all these speculations floating around, the thought of losing Pawn Stars really didn't sit well with a lot of fans who have grown used to the show. People have been waiting eagerly for an official release. If you hold on for a little while, we will soon go into details of what Rick himself has to say about the whole situation. But first, let's learn a little more about the show. It all started with the simplest, most brilliant idea from two television producers who found their inspiration in Las Vegas pawn culture. The creators of the show, Brent Montgomery and Colby Gaines, visited Las Vegas in 2008, noticing that pawn shops were right at the heart of the vibrant economy of the city, offering many gamblers quick cash for items. Intrigued by the ability to tell stories via this exchange of valuable and often rare objects, they decided to approach one of the most notable pawn shops in the area, the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, owned by Rick Harrison and his family. By the time the producers came knocking, The gold and silver pawn shop had already established itself as a successful business since its founding in 1989 by Rick's father, Richard Harrison. It was located just off the Strip in Vegas, which, with its proximity to the tourist hub of activity, allowed it to draw a constant stream of customers from all walks of life. When it first opened, the shop didn't have the grand operation it is today. Rick Harrison was one of those wheeler-dealer types of guy who ran the shop alongside his father, but he admittedly peddled fake Gucci bags and knockoffs to make ends meet back in the day. But it was his enterprising spirit that saw the business grow, and soon it became an upstanding establishment in the pawn industry. The producers came to Rick with the idea of doing a reality show based on the shop, and he was rather skeptical of the idea. It didn't take him very long to realize that this could be quite the exposure his family business would need. In 2009, Pawn Stars aired on the History Channel, and the show's concept of evaluating unique, often historical items right away grasped viewers' attention. Adding to that dynamic of the Harrison family, especially the banter between Rick and his father, was his son Corey and chum Lee. It wasn't all about entertainment. The show also served to promote the gold and silver pawn shop on an international level. Overnight, the small pawn shop became a huge tourist destination, and the store received visitors from all over the world. Financially, the success of the show helped the business, as more people came in to pawn or sell items, hoping for 15 minutes of fame on the show. Rick's negotiation skills and knowledge of historical artifacts combined with a panel of expert appraisers made Pawn Stars a cultural phenomenon. Because Pawn Stars was such a phenomenal success, a number of spin-offs were created, including American Restoration, which focused on the restoration of vintage items, and Pawnography, a game show featuring trivia about items that had appeared on Pawn Stars. The Pawn Stars brand has become synonymous with entertainment and business success over time, finding its place in the annals of reality television history. From local business owners, the Harrison family became international TV stars based on an unplanned meeting with two visionary producers. Contrary to any rumors that Pawn Stars might be ending, the show is still on and will be filming new seasons. There have been various speculations among its fans about the cancellation of the much-loved series, but Rick has come forward to put this rumor to rest. As a matter of fact, new episodes are being worked on with the hope of keeping the show fresh for viewers. Laura Herlovich, Rick Harrison's spokesperson, finally silenced the rumors very recently by reiterating that Pawn Stars isn't going anywhere. She said that the show is still popular and more episodes are coming. This has come as a relief for the fans who thought that the Harrison family's pawn shop was going to shut its doors to television cameras for good. Laura's comment raised confidence in the fan base that, indeed, the series still had more to offer, especially its commitment to change in both content and form. Rick Harrison himself has talked about evolution in business and television. In the interviews, he emphasized that for any enterprise, like his gold and silver pawn shop, adapting to trends is crucial for survival. Rick knows that the nature of television is always changing, and if Pawn Stars wants to have any validity in the long run, then it needs to evolve with different contemporary trends and formats, in particular with audience expectations. He has mentioned time and again that no business can afford to stand still and not grow with the times. This philosophy of constant evolution has been the key to both his pawn shop's success and the continued appeal of the TV series. In fact, the items churning through the doors of the pawn shop have shifted over the years, Rick himself has attested. While the earlier seasons of Pawn Stars mainly constituted historical artifacts, rare coins, and vintage collectibles, today's customers bring in more modern memorabilia, technology items, and pop culture-related items. Today, it shows such changes by offering a wider range of items and stories that appeal to both new and seasoned viewers. This is some of the variety and content through which the show is looking to stay relevant in an ever-changing entertainment scenario. There have also been speculations about possible format changes or spin-offs that may further expand the Pawn Stars brand. Rick and the producers of the show are open to new ideas as a means of keeping the content fresh and current for viewer tastes. This also places great attention on keeping up to date with the rise of both streaming platforms and how people respond to television today. These comments by both Rick and his spokesperson should help alleviate the minds of those fans out there who thought their favorite show might be calling it quits. Not only will Pawn Stars continue, but it will also be committed to growth and evolve in ways that will keep it a staple in reality TV settings for many years into the future. Also, there has been an incredible expansion of the Pawn Stars brand over the years, and Rick Harrison's latest venture, which is the new mall that he is constructing at the moment, is a testament to the success of both the show and its cast of entrepreneurs. He is building an entertainment and retail complex that's a whole lot more than a shopping mall. It will give fans of the show and visitors to Las Vegas an experience unlike any other. Food, restaurants, and entertainment will all be included, and all will be tied in with the history and pop culture themes that have made Pawn Stars so popular. This new development just goes to show that their success now extends beyond the screens, to dive into other business opportunities, and to strengthen the Pawn Stars brand outside the confines of the family-owned pawn shop. The popularity derived from the show has also opened numerous opportunities for the cast in their respective individual capacities. Rick, Corey, and Chumley have all used their fame in various ways to create personal brands from the personas they played on television. For example, Chumley is weird, yet likable. He has just opened a candy store in Las Vegas called Chumley's Candy on the Boulevard, which really hits the spot among locals and tourists alike. It is not that far from the gold and silver pawn shop, meaning any fan of Pawn Stars can visit both in one go. This entrepreneurial move by Chumley just goes to show how exposure from the show has empowered him to explore his own passions and become a successful business owner in his own right. Corey Harrison, Rick's son, also has taken advantage of his fame and has sought other opportunities outside of the family pawn shop. Nicknamed Big Hoss, Corey is known for being very straightforward and really seems to know his stuff when it comes to antiques. His popularity has wooed many endorsement deals with various brands, allowing him to create a personal brand outside the family business. Corey has worked with companies that resonate with his interests, including fitness brands, motorcycle companies, and even those selling luxury goods. Such endorsement deals have not only expanded Corey's streams of income but also cemented his status as a reality TV star who can influence audiences outside the pawning domain. For Rick, the construction of his new mall and all other enterprises reflects his desire to leave some impact outside of what the pawn shop can provide. He has pursued almost every business opportunity that anyone has brought before him, including real estate investment, all based on the platform provided by Pawn Stars. However, amidst all that success and popularity, both the show and its cast have not been without controversy. A number of claims and incidents throughout the years always somewhat dampened the reputation of Pawn Stars. One of the claims was that show was being scripted. Some viewers and critics alike find the interactions with customers and even the cast and the negotiation process to be a bit too smooth to be absolutely real. These claims have been denied by the producers and the cast, who insist that the show is a reality program featuring real transactions. However, such speculation has continued to follow the show, and a few fans even wonder just how much of the on-screen drama and humor is planned and pre-scripted. Aside from the rumors of being staged, the cast themselves have their share of legal and personal problems. Chumley was one of the most iconic and loved characters of the show, who got himself into quite some serious legal complications back in 2016. Chumley was arrested during the police raid at his house after an investigation concerning sexual assault charges. However, later all charges concerning sexual assault were dropped. During the raid, illegal firearms and drugs were found in his possession, which put him through multiple felony charges. He would later cut a plea deal, avoiding jail by agreeing to probation with counseling. Fans were in utter shock because his sentence for serious charges contrasted with Chumlee's fun-loving and goofy persona seen on the show. While Chumlee has long moved on from the incident, with a focus on his business ventures like his candy store, it was one of those things that reminded people that sometimes fame brings attention one doesn't want, and that puts a person in some kind of trouble. Corey Harrison, Rick's son, didn't miss having his own controversies. Corey was arrested in 2011 over a physical altercation against a security guard in a bar in California. Although the charges were later dropped, the incident placed Corey in a negative light, as audiences had previously viewed him as one of the cast members who showed more sense of responsibility. Corey has also gone through some personal problems, including his highly publicized divorce and health problems. The Harrison family has also faced a degree of personal tragedy over recent years. In 2018, Richard Old Man Harrison, the patriarch of the family and once a star of Pawn Stars, died at the age of 77. This was not only a total blow to the family, but also to the fans of the show, since much of its success depended on the old man's gruff yet lovable personality. Rick, Corey, and the rest of the cast expressed deep sadness over his loss, and the show paid tribute to the old man in a special episode. More recently, tragedy again has torn through the family with the death of Rick's other son, Adam Harrison. While Adam never appeared as a regular on the show, his passing was yet another painful chapter for the Harrison family. The pain of losing both the old man and Adam has been heavy, but Rick and Corey have moved forward, continuing to keep their family's legacy alive through the show and their business ventures. Despite all these issues, the cast has stuck together as a family and has weathered all these storms together. Luckily, none of the issues that have come up have affected the success of their show, and we hope to see a lot more of them in the coming season. Through various challenges and controversies over the years, Pawn Stars has managed to hold it together, much to the delight of their fans. From legal problems with Chumlee to the personal tragedies regarding the death of Richard Old Man Harrison and the loss of Rick's son, Adam, everything seems to have plagued the cast. But through their tenacity and commitment to the family business, the series has continued on and thrived. The reason this show has managed to hold an audience's attention is because it can maintain a delicate balance between these personal issues and still provides both education and entertainment. What has kept this show consistently on the air has been its core content. Pawn Stars gives a highly interesting view into history, antiques, and value in the most common things. Fans also love how every episode is a learning experience in itself, because items that come into the shop can hold interesting stories and historical value. Moreover, with the light banter of its cast, the show is this combination of informative yet highly entertaining show. The touch of humor in the show is where Chumlee has continued to thrive, making him a very lovable character, though his run-in with the law seemed to change people's opinions about him. With the tales of a new season, it is rather a given fact that Pawn Stars will be welcomed again with open arms. It is about time that new episodes are announced to see in which direction the journey of the Harrison family will move next. The sensational appeal of the show insinuates that despite the obstacles, Pawn Stars will go on educating and entertaining for even more seasons. Let us know how eager you are for the upcoming new season in the comments, and we will be seeing you in the next one.